Hey guys, this is the first of several videos that we are going to use to take notes for Unit 3. Please write, hit pause if you need to follow along. We're going to be talking about 8.4a, slope, and right triangles. Okay? And the question is, how can I use similar right triangles to understand that slope will be the same for any 2 points on the same line. Okay? Before we get into that, I want to go down here and instead of doing a summary, I want to talk about slope for a minute. Slope, which can be referred to as M, is the measure of steepness of a line. Okay? It is the rise divided by the run. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. It's also referred to as the rate of change. Okay? And a rate is the change in y values to the change in x values. This is all review because you had slope last year. Okay? And real quick, let's draw a few graphs. So we know this is y, this is x. And if the slope line goes up, it's positive. If you have a line, a slope line that goes down, it's negative. If your slope is horizontal, it is a zero slope. And if your slope line goes vertical, it is an undefined slope. Okay? So here we go. Our question is, I want you to be able to explain why the slope of the hypotenuse is the same for both right triangles. Okay? Now I'm going to give you a picture and I want you to tape it onto your notes. And this is what we're going to use to help you understand. Okay? So tape the graph in your notes. I'm going to do it like this and like that. Okay? So let's see how we can do this. So we have 3 different ways we can prove that the slope is the same for both triangles. So we have triangle A, B, and C right here. And we have triangle C, D, E right here. And they want us to explain why this slope, this is your slope, is the same for this little triangle and this big triangle. As we can see, this line is going down, so that means the slope is negative. So I'm going to put it right here. Negative slope. Okay, so our number should be negative. So the first way solution 1, we are going to use rise divided by run. And we're going to count the number of spaces for the change in y to the change in x. So let's do that. So we have triangle let's see here. We have triangle ABC. So let's put that here. We have triangle ABC. So the rise is going up. So the spaces are, we have 1, 2, 3. 3 spaces. And our run is 1, 2. And we know this is going down, so our slope number is going to be negative. Negative 3 over 2. For triangle CDE, we have, let's count the rise. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1, 2, 3, 4 over 4. And it's also negative. Now we can reduce this by 2's. So if we divide this by 2 and this side by 2, we will get negative 3 over 2. And we can see that triangle ABC has the same slope as CDE. That works. Okay? Solution 2. We can use the formula for slope. Okay, this is on your formula chart, and it is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And y'all would have used this last year. I'll show you briefly here, and we probably won't use it very much again because our third solution is how to use the calculator. But for triangle ABC, we need to pick a point. And let's pick point A. Let's use A. And we know A is going to be negative 3 and 6. And C, because the points need to be on the line, so you can't pick B. And C is going to be -1, and 3. Okay? Now we put these in the form. This would be our x1, x2, y1, y2. And then we would do the math, and we should get and this one would be -1 minus a -3, and we should get -3 over 2. Okay? Like I said, this is my least favorite way of doing this. I prefer to find slope with rise over run or the calculator. But just so you see what we're doing, and for triangle CDE, we will pick C and E. So for point C, let's use -1 and 3. And point E, we will use 3 and -3. So if you put it in the slope point form, you get -3 minus 3, and you get 3 minus a -1, which gives us -6 over 4, which results in -3 over 2. So that works as well. Okay? Solution 3. We are going to use the calculator. And since we have these points, we're going to put it in the calculator. So it did help us write our points. So we have our x, and we have our y, and we have our x, and we have our y. Okay? So solution 3, we are going to use the calculator, and we are going to put stat. We're going to hit the stat button, then we're going to hit the edit button. I want you to do this as well. So let's turn it on, and let's take it out of scientific notation mode. Enter and clear. Okay, so we're going to hit stat edit. So here's your stat button, stat, and there's your edit. So we're going to hit enter. Here's your x's, here's your y's. It always should say L1 and L2. So let's put this in. So L1 is, so our x's are -3 and -1. Now you're going to tap up and over. You're going to put in a 6. You're going to put in a 3. And then you're going to hit stat. So put in numbers. Put in your x and y's. And then you're going to hit stat. Then you're going to hit tab. Then you're going to hit number 4. And then you're going to enter all the way down until you get your A. Let's see, I must have put something in wrong because our, oh no, that's right. You're going to get your slope. Your slope on the calculator is your A. Okay, because they do not have an M on the calculator. So slope on calculator equals A. Okay, and we see that this is a -1.5. And we got this over here. We got this and we got this. So you need to convert your fraction and see if your answer is correct. So I'm going to hit clear, and I'm going to put in -3 divided by 2. And our answer is -1.5. So the calculator did it for us. I'm going to put in this next one just so that you see it again. I'm going to hit Stat, Enter, and then I'm just going to type over these numbers. So -1, Enter. Then we have a 3. I'm going to tab up and over, and I have a 3, Enter, and a -3. Then you're going to hit Stat, Tab, 4, Enter all the way down, and that triangle also has a slope of -1.5. That'll do it for slope and right triangles. Thank you for taking the notes, and thank you for watching.